It's a wonderful Saturday morning and you're watching The Power Within. On today's show, we continue our quest to bring you stories of inspiring South African women. We find out how one of South Africa's most successful models has reinvented herself after a long career in the spotlight. We meet a woman who has overcome financial hardships and abuse to determine her own destiny. And we give away an amazing prize from Uwe Kutter Jurors to one lucky viewer. From supermodel to model mom, Sam Pegg's life has been crammed with numerous adventures. She began her professional modeling career before she was even a teenager, and by the age of 20, she had modeled for some of the world's most renowned designers, posed for legendary photographers, and graced the pages and covers of some of the most notable magazines.
Fantasy in front of a camera, I think, has been my biggest outlet. My cover. I had a great career shooting a lot of beauty, and that is the most intense thing to shoot because the camera is so tight on your face and your eyes don't lie. It's a magic that you have to create to draw in a public. Oh, so good to see.
I think the difference between Sam and other models and why she lasted so long in the profession as a professional model is adaptable to changes. She was really willing to change all the time.
I have been with him since I was 13 years old. My whole career has been such a huge outline of what Tony has extended to my career.
Sam is a strong woman from inside, and I think if you shaved her head and made her bald, and I said, you'd look fabulous with no hair, let's shave it all off. She said, okay, let's go for it.
There's a certain part of something I gave to fashion, and that's an honor, and it's a highlight, I think, in my life, and I hope in other people's lives that I can inspire. I was born in Zimbabwe, so yes, I am a Zim girl. I came to Cape Town when I was 10. I was a really naive country girl, as to speak, in a Dominican convent, happy, gracious life. I'm born of two siblings. I have an older brother, and we're 6 years apart. My dad was a Catholic, so he was very pro me going to a convent school. My parents separated and my brother stayed in Zimbabwe to finish his schooling. And my mom and I ended up living in Sea Point in Cape Town. And I went to Ellerton Primary, which was it was a fun school. I started modeling by accident, kind of. I was 12 years old. And I wanted to make extra pocket money, and my friend that was at school, she was modeling, and she took some pictures and she took them into like the best agency at the time, which was Mulligan's, and there I was. And pretty much, I think 3 months after I joined them, I got my first job. It was incredible because the same year when I was 13, I was asked by a model agency to go to Milan for my 6-week school holiday. So I went there and modeled, and I got to work with the biggest magazines in the world at such a young age, being Vogue. And I worked with Donna magazine as well, which was a very prestigious magazine. It was an incredible time. I just wanted to finish Standard 8 and get out of there. I wanted to model. I knew this is exactly what I wanted. This was a time in my life that I could actually create the magic. It was my world. It was my little platform. I then moved to Europe. I started off in Germany and then eventually based myself in Paris. Traveled everywhere, all the time. It was wild. I mean, I was on a plane permanently. I Was signed up by Elite, and at the time Elite was the agency, so it was huge, it was really cool. And in London I met this French music producer, and we fell in love, got married, and he was an incredible man, but it just didn't work out. We had a beautiful son, and that is the blessing and the lesson, and I think for both of us, we're really proud of him, and he's, I mean, Jagger's just, he's an absolute blessing. Quite shortly afterwards, I met Brett, and it was good to meet someone that was so in love with my son instantly. And so, obviously we were engaged, and we had Noah, our daughter. It didn't work out again, but we're great parents, and we have an incredible respect for each other. He's a parent to Jagger as well. He loves Jagger. It's a blessing. It's a blessing to have somebody like him in our lives. My greatest honor, I think, was becoming a mom. I don't think there's any bigger honor that a woman could achieve. I've had incredible